We're live. We are live. So the thing about it is, at some point, I'm just gonna get straight into it. At some point, a lot of young ladies start seeing the downsides to sexual liberation or sexual movement, and I'm gonna just say sexual for obvious reasons, because hey, it's YouTube, right? But they eventually, it's all fun and games. At first, they don't realize it. Being young, just like anybody, hell, even men too. Okay, I made several videos about how dudes think, being a player and doing a lot of chicks is fun and stuff. And it is. In the beginning, it is. You can't tell a young person anything, right? A young person, see, that's the thing with young people, they're hard headed. Young people are hard headed, including myself when I was younger, right? But with time comes knowledge, and the thing that a lot of chicks realize is that that whole thing with sexual revolution, liberation, love revolution, whatever you want to call it, there are some downsides to it because the only thing that's broadcast or the only thing that's displayed is the upsides. It's glamorized. It's not talked about all the downsides. And when you try to talk about the downsides, you automatically get shunned, or you automatically are like, oh, you shouldn't talk about that. How dare you oppose? And it's kind of like a stifling of opposing views. That's what goes on with a lot of these chicks, especially the ones that are hardcore, follow that movement, the euphemism movement. Okay, you can't tell them nothing, and really, this video is more of an observational piece. Not, it's by no means, hey, look, if you're a young lady watching this and you like to get around, I get around, round and round. Like Tupac said, if you like to get around, hey, look, a lot of guys out there are looking for that type of thing, are looking for that type of girl that is fun, a party girl. A lot of dudes are capitalizing off of that, or there's a few dudes capitalizing on that, and I'll get to that in a second. But when you're young, you want to party. See, that's the thing that a lot of these chicks talk about. I just want to party. I just want to have fun. I just want to go out there and have fun. Hey, if that's their definition of fun, like I said, more power to you. I'm pretty sure a lot of my viewers engaged in that fun activity. When I say fun activity, we all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the smashing and dashing and hashing and flashing and gushing and dushing, all that good stuff, right? So, if you want to do that, that's fine and dandy. And just like, I guess the way I liken it to is hot as rap music, right? A lot of these guys supposedly, sell dope and I'm making all this money, and they show all the money in their videos and the cars and all of that stuff that they supposedly bought with dope money, things of that nature, and they glorify. See, that's the thing with social engineering. A lot of these media companies, they know how to work people's psyche. They know how to work people's emotions. Okay. And that's what I liken it to. Like all these supposedly rich rappers that sell dope, and they have all these cars and stuff that they claim they bought with dope money, right? They glamorize that type of stuff, but then you see them get deleted. Okay, you see them get deleted. It's like R.I.P. Lil whatever, and it's like, dang, they were just rapping about how they were making money selling dope and all of that. and they were glamorizing that stuff until they get dropped. And that's kind of like the same thing with this whole SUL liberation deal, especially when it comes to young ladies. It only shows the glitz and glam. It only shows the lights and the fun parties and the FOMO. You know, we all know what FOMO is, fear of missing out. And social media, social engineering, like I said, it makes this type of lifestyle seem glamorous. It makes it seem fun. We got all these female entertainers, you know, that's all they sing about. That's all they talk about is things of very provocative, hyper. You know, it's hyper sexual. It's very hyper sexual. And then when guys, you know, they follow suit, right? They're like, okay, hey, look, I see you. You know, you twerking and showing off your skills. You know, you showing off your twerking skills. You're showing off your BBL or your booty, whatever you want to call it. You showing off. Okay, hey, that's what's up. You know, I want to have fun too. I want to, you know, for my fellas, for my fellas on that demon time, they're like, hey, I want to smash too. And then the chick is like, whoa, 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 hold on. I didn't mean that. Whoa, that's not what I meant. Right? The chick got an IG of her half, showing off the goodies, dang near showing off her crevices. That thong barely covering anything. Posed provocatively, taking shots, and then when the dude is like, "Oh, okay, yeah, for sure. I want to join in too. I want to do that. I want to get on that type of time." She's like, "Whoa, whoa, hold on. What did you take me for?" Right? The chick, all her, even the songs that she uses on her videos and profile pics. Whoa, whoa, not me, but you. You know what I'm saying? The chick got a video of her bending over, damn near uh finger blasting herself on IG with like some kind of Cardi B song talking about slurping diz and all of that good stuff. And then you go to approach her in that manner, like, hey, I see what type of time you're on. They're like, whoa, hold on. I didn't know. That's don't objectify me. You know what I'm saying? That's like, and I'm not saying this is not a lot of guys, a lot of guys take this as, oh, just because she's dressed provocatively. And see, here's the big argument. Here's the big argument. A lot of these chicks, right? A lot of these chicks complain like guys only see them for that. And I'm not saying that just because a chick is dressed that way that you feel like you feel like you need to that you're entitled to her, right? You shouldn't feel like you're entitled to anything just because she's dressed like that. That's first and foremost, right? That's first and foremost. You're not entitled to anything just because she's dressed a certain way and things of that nature. But I'll put it to you like this. Hey, look, if I'm posting videos of me working out, I'm posting videos of me wearing gym attire, and I'm doing bench presses and curling and all that good stuff and doing back rows. Shout out Danielle. Appreciate you, Danielle. Shout out to the whole Sanders family, right? Shout out to the whole Sanders family. Shout out to y'all. But if that's That's my fam. By the way, that's the Sanders family. Me and him go back in the Navy. So appreciate it, Danielle Dewan. But it's like, and someone comes up to me and is like, "Hey, you want to work out?" Or, "Hey, I see you like work. Let's do a quick bench session or quick chest press, bench press, whatever session." I'm like, whoa, hold on. What? What makes you think I go to the gym? What? So you're telling me because I'm posting videos of me bench pressing and I'm posting videos of me doing an incline bench. You think I'm into the gym? Wow. Wow. How dare you? How dare you assume that I go to the gym? And it's like, that's what I was putting out, right? That's what I was putting out. So the way that it kind of backfires on you, and men, look, I made plenty of videos. We're not innocent here, okay? We're not innocent here because I made plenty of videos talking about manholes, okay? So we're not out of the loop. We're not safe. We're not out of the loop, right? But the thing about it is, um, damn, what the hell was I gonna say? I lost track. With that, it comes there comes guys that are gonna be drawn to that type of energy, right? There's the guys that are gonna be drawn to that type of energy are not gonna be high quality guys. Okay. And then these chicks, they get surprised when they throw out that kind of hyper sexual energy, right? They throw out that super hyper sexual energy, and then they end up with dudes that aren't about nothing, that ain't about nothing but having sex and partying and all that good stuff. And then the chick is like, "Oh, where's the substance to this guy?" That's not the type of energy you were throwing out. That's not the type of energy that you was throwing out. Obviously, it's just obvious. It's logic. It's not complicated. It's really logical. The type of stuff that you're displaying is the type of stuff you're gonna get back. And the type of guys, and like I said earlier, there's a small group of men that really capitalize on that type of lifestyle. Okay. Because some guys, the dudes that are called players and dogs and all of that, they're rubbing their hands like Birdman. They're doing a Birdman rub behind the wall. Like, I see you play. I see you play, boy. I see you and I'm ready. And, you know, these type of dudes capitalize on this sexual liberation. And a lot of the times they're just not high quality guys. And these chicks, they run after these type of guys. You usually, okay, usually not all the time, but they have a combination of physical looks, right? Because let me tell y'all something about a lot of these guys that take advantage of the sexual liberation, right? They are slightly above in attraction level. Okay, they're slightly above average, and they get attention from women, right? Now you could say these are the jocks. You could say these are the guys who, are on the scene a lot and they have some sort of physical attractiveness. And they see that a lot of these chicks are giving them attention, right? So, what if this guy is getting all of this stuff easily and he getting all of this free sexual action easily? What would make him be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna settle down with this chick"? It's not. There's nothing that's gonna make him like, "Yeah, I'm gonna set," because he doesn't have to. Because he sees a lot of these chicks are quote unquote liberated, right? He sees a lot of these chicks are quote unquote liberated, and they just want to have fun, right? Just like that Cyndi Lauper song, they just want to have fun, no strings attached. So obviously, they're gonna go they're gonna do that, and they're not gonna want to settle down. And these are the type, a lot of I see a lot of these videos on IG and TikTok. These chicks are like complaining about how these guys are narcissists. We love hearing that word narcissist. He's a narcissist and he's this and that. Well, the type of energy you were throwing out was that type of energy that attracts those type of guys. The dudes that are kind of a-holes that want nothing, that don't want nothing but to smash. They just want to have relations, no relationship. And you know, a lot of these young ladies are gonna kind of learn, like I said, as they get older, because right now you can't tell them. What are you gonna tell a chick that's in her 20s, maybe, and even, hey, look, let's just say early 30s and stuff like that, whatever. What are you gonna tell a chick that is getting flown out, right? Getting flued out, flued out. I'm getting flued at, getting flued out. Has sugar daddies, has guys paying for this, is constantly getting invited to parties, constantly getting in the clubs free, constantly going to VIPs, all that type of stuff. Dudes are just clamoring over her, DMs getting flooded. What are you gonna? There's nothing you can really tell that young lady, right? There's nothing you can tell her. There's nothing. She's gonna be like, oh, whatever. Shut up. You try, if, like I said earlier, if you try to tell her, hey, it's a lot of, you're gonna drive away a lot of good dudes. And you're old, as you get older, you're gonna drive away a lot of good dudes doing that type of stuff. And they're like, oh, they'll start calling you all type of names. They'll start being like, don't tell me what to do. And that's the way they take it. They're like, don't tell me what to do. When in all reality, you're just making it's just the observation. Because, like I said, you can do whatever the hell you want to do, right? If somebody wants to jump over a cliff and they get close to that cliff, like, hey, I mean, I know what's gonna happen if you jump over this cliff. But then the dude is like, I don't care. Stop telling me, stop cliff shaming me, or whatever the hell. Stop cliff shaming me. And he jumps, and you already know how that story go. So that's how it is with a lot of these young ladies. Uh, like I said, social engineering has it to where if you even say anything, they're gonna lash out and they're gonna be like, "Oh, don't tell me what to do." Right? That's their first response. That's how hardwired social engineering is with this whole thing, because most people are, hey, look, men and women, okay, men and women, and I'm not immune to this myself. I'm not saying I'm some kind of super woke dude or anything, but we follow trends, sometimes subconsciously, sometimes we don't even know. Sometimes we don't even know it. And a lot of, the trend for young ladies is to live that hot girl lifestyle, right? We hear it, we see it, you know, come summertime, these girls are flying out places, they're flying out. We all know about the Jamaica, we all know about the Jamaica destinations. They're flying overseas to Europe. If you feel what I'm saying, they're having fun. And that's what is encouraged. Cliff shaming. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Everything that's the thing with these chicks. If you tell them that, hey, look, this is gonna really compromise your chances of having a healthy relationship mentally and in real life, they're gonna be like, oh, stop sliz shaming me. I'm not gonna say the real word. Slur shaming me. Stop slur shaming me. It's like, Ma, I'm not shaming you. I'm just telling you what the hell is gonna happen. Because no matter, look, the thing about it is, no matter how much social media tries to make being a hot girl cool, or no matter how much it tries to glorify it, for the most part, men are just not, they're not gonna have respect for a chick that had an OF account, right? For a chick that showed her body. And hey, look, like I said, if that's what she wants to do, by all means. If there's a chick on here watching this and you want to create an old feezy, old flizzy, you want to hop on the camera and play DJ, you want to flick the bean and play DJ on camera for a couple of dollars, or you want to spread your legs like some Lamborghini does and have your legs up to the sky for some money, you go ahead and do that. But just know that your future husband, because a lot of these chicks, they still want to get, she going to Dubai. And believe it or not, educated Tyrone, I met two chicks. I met two chicks when I was back on the dating scene that told me they went to Dubai. And I'm like, Terry, don't judge, don't stereotype, don't judge. I'm like, F it. They did it, right? They did it. Whatever they did in Dubai, they did that shit. Whatever I thought they were doing over there, they did it. Because they were in that type of lifestyle. You know, it's definitely very important as a woman to be mindful of how you represent yourself. Yes, Danielle, that's true. And men too. And men too. I learned this myself. Uh no one is perfect, right? No one is perfect, because at the end of the day, humans are humans, and humans have needs. And one very huge need is intimacy, right? I mean, women want to do it just as much as men. I understand. I get it. That's never going away, and there's nothing shameful about that. But it comes to a point where it's, and for all my religious people, it's called gluttony, right? And gluttony is talking about food, but really you can apply it to anything. It's decadence. Food is great for you. Food is good for you. But when you do it, when you're just have a full table of more food than you even possibly need, and you only eat two pieces of it, and throw the rest, like, that's gluttony, right? Or if you overindulge in food, if you're eating way more food than is just, you guys see these My 600 Pound Life. Y'all know that show, My 600 Pound Life, and them mofos be having to be stretched on a stretcher to come outside their crib and stuff. They gotta carve a bigger doorway and shit just to get them people out. Yeah, it's just like an analogy. Anything that's too much is bad. You feel me? And they be and them big folks, you be seeing what they order. They be like, let me get 5 pizza. I remember I watched one where these folks ordered 5 pizzas, and they showed them in the car, right? They showed them picking up the pizza in the car. Then they jumped to the next scene where they were coming in their crib, and there was only 4 boxes of pizza. I'm like, damn, they ate a whole box of pizza on the way to the crib. You know what I mean? So you guys kind of see where I'm going with it. At some point, it's just overindulging. It's just overindulging. And at some point, what makes you laugh makes you cry, right? What makes you laugh makes you cry. Because at some point, we all want to have families. We all grow up. We all want to settle down. And for a lot of these young ladies, man, you know, this whole, because, before social media really blew up, a lot of these chicks would keep this stuff secret, right? They would keep the little escapades and all that stuff secret, which is, hey, look, that's fine. That's fine. But nowadays, it's just so out there in the open, and it's just so out of hand that it's really hard. It's really hard for chicks to be like, oh yeah, I never did that before and all this. Man, social media got you. Social media got you. You feel me? And I was looking at a post about this about OF, right? Going back to this whole OF thing. I was looking at this post on IG, and it was like a funny meme. Like, it was this chick like talking about, I'm going to work while OF girls paying off their mortgage with their OF money and stuff. And then I go in the comments, like everybody usually do, right? Like everybody usually does, just to see what the comments say. And I was seeing a whole bunch of comments of chicks like, "Oh, so what? So what if she's doing OF? So what? What does that mean? It doesn't mean nothing." And no, men shouldn't say anything. And it's like, I was like, wow, wow, like it's out in the open now. It's out in the open, and with this whole like I said, this whole overindulging, it's really bad for society, right? It really is bad for society, to be honest with you. And a lot of people don't believe it, or they think it's a bunch of BS, but it really is, because being over hyper sexual, right? Being hyper sexual, especially for a young lady, because I'm not excluding men, but especially for young ladies, that's going to do something psychologically. Okay, that's going to do something psychologically. If a chick is like hyper smashing like a rabbit, like she's wild with it, that's going to do something psychologically to her over time. Because, like I said, for one, she's going to be dealing with a lot of sleaze balls, right? She's gonna be dealing with a lot of sleaze bags that are gonna do her dirty, okay? And they're gonna smash, and that's all they want. And once the dude gets what he wants, he's gonna part ways. So now the chick is like, man, she has a screwed up perception of men. Okay, educated Tyrone, you can apply it to simps too. They don't listen to their people's advice when they talk about to risk it all for a chick that isn't good for them. Yeah, it's like I said, Tyrone. It's not only a female thing. It's men too, right? And a lot of these dudes, they encourage that type of behavior. Like, all of these songs and all of these, all of these songs talking about, I want to see a chick bounce that, you know what I'm saying, bounce that ass, and I got a sneaky link with a chick, and females hear that type of stuff, right? Females hear that type of stuff and like, oh, dudes want girls with BBLs, dudes want girls that got OFs, and they're like, okay, if that's what they want, then that's what they'll get, right? And but the thing about it is, no matter how much social media tries to make it seem like being hyper sexual for a woman is okay, a man's biology is not going to change, right? It's not going to change. You could do that, and a lot of dudes aren't going to say anything. Okay, the only thing I'm doing is saying what a lot of guys are thinking, but are too scared to, right? Because a lot of guys will sit there and be like, yeah, yeah, you go, girl, yeah, you go with your OF, and you go with your Diddy type of parties that you go to get ran through by God knows how many, you know what I'm saying? All this type of stuff. But in his mind, he's like, ah, snap, dang, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. There is no way a person can be living that life and say that they are happy and at peace. God created an order for a reason. Dewan said, yes, B, get your coin. Now, real talk, Danielle, though, and like I said in the beginning, it's fun at first, right? It's fun. It's fun at first. Okay, it's fun for young men and women. Okay, I'm gonna say it like that. But it's really fun for chicks because let's be honest. Let's be honest. All right, females they have access to to sexual activity way more than men, right? A lot of guys have to do all of this working and all of this stuff. And a chick, all she has to do is be semi-attractive, right? The more attractive she is, obviously, the more experiences, let's say, she's gonna have, but not even. She don't even have to be like a model type, right? And she's still gonna have more access to to schlongs. Let's put it like that. I'm just gonna keep it real. She's gonna have more access to schlongs than a dude is gonna have access to chicks. Let's put it like that. And she's gonna be having fun. Temptation is a mug. Temptation is a mug. Like she's gonna be like, man, this guy, he's gonna take me here and he's gonna wine and dine me. And hell, he's talking about taking me to the islands or some crap like that. Right? He's talking about flying me overseas. Or she has a group of friends that fly overseas frequently. And let me tell you guys something, man. With young ladies, and this is just the truth, right? This is just what it is. No, I'm just stating the obvious. These chicks that be going on group flights, if they wanted to, they can get play every single time, right? Every single time they go overseas or they go out of town to Vegas or New York or Houston. You know what I'm talking about? Houston is becoming a down south New York, or is becoming an Atlanta number two, right? Because the people coming here is insane. The amount of people coming in from out of town and moving here is insane, right? I remember Dewan. I remember when I first joined the military back in '09. I'm from Houston, and a lot of people will be like, oh, they got cowboys and stuff down there. I'm like, no, no. They thought we rode horses and like barrels of hay and stuff would roll past us and shit. But Houston it's popping right now. And a lot of these chicks that be going out of town a lot, that's what, if they wanted to, if they really wanted to, and a lot of times they do, right? If they wanted to get out of town they do. They do. As for men, let's I'm gonna give you guys like a ratio here, right? Let's say the average guy goes to 5 places. Let's say Houston, New York, Spain. I'm gonna throw Spain in there. Cali, freaking Mexico, right? He might get he might only get play in like two out of town places, right? He might get two. For dudes who do really well, they could probably get five, right? They could probably hit all 5 spots and get some snatch in all 5 spots. But on average, one, maybe two, okay? One, maybe 2 spots. And for a good amount of guys, zero, right? I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. They're not gonna get Kitty and they can go to New York, Cali, Spain, Thailand, unless they paying for it, obviously, right? And if they go to Thailand, they got to make sure that the chick that they're paying for don't whip something out, right? I'm just gonna put it like that. I better hope the chick don't pull out something of her own. Okay. But, you guys get it. A lot of dudes are going to be zilch. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to get any play anywhere. But the average chick, okay? I'm talking about the average young lady that can spruce up with some makeup, right? She can put a little her eyebrows and put her little wing, you know what I mean? Her fucking wing flap eyelashes. Put some lipstick, some foundation. She's getting dong from all five spots. And if she really on some stuff, she's getting she's getting pounded multiple times from in every spot. If she really about that life. And this is just the average chick. You feel me? Sometimes sometimes a little below average. So temptation is too easy. It's extremely, extremely easy. And I met a lot of chicks, man. And see, I know from personal experience, I met a few young ladies that were constantly traveling, constantly flying out on girls' trips. Now, I try my hardest. I do my best as a civilian, as a citizen, as a thespian, no lesbian, right? To not judge, right? To not judge. I do my absolute best. But when I know a chick that's constantly flying out of town, and she first of all, damn near broke, okay? Damn near broke, first of all. Second, her snap stories, this is when I was using that mess. Every single snap was like in a VIP, getting drunk in a club, in the background you see dudes, and it's like, come on, man. Like what's going down. You try not to judge, but sometimes it's like, fuck, you know? It's like sometimes you try not to judge a book by its cover. Sometimes you try not to judge a book by its cover, but when the cover says I'm a thotty, then it's like, all right, I kind of know what this book is about. As harsh as it sounds, and I know I shouldn't do that. Been around the world and yeah. Shout out Big. Rest in peace, Biggie. Okay? Rest in peace, Biggie. Free Diddy. Now I'm just I'm messing with y'all, man. I'm messing with y'all. Hey, real talk though, Puffy made some hits back in the day. Puffy and Mace in 97? Come on, y'all. If y'all were I had to make a little side comment here. If y'all was around in 97, 98, hell, 95 through 98, y'all know Mace and Puffy was making hits. The whole Bad Boy. You feel me? Hey, Puffy would get on the camera and do his little Harlem shake. Mace will come in. Who hot? Who not? Tell me who hot. Got the big Puffy. I'm like, dang, Puff, why you had to do that, bro? Why you had to mess around? Because believe it or not, fellas, I would jam a lot of Mace and Puffy, right? Now Mace, he supposedly he didn't do anything. But Happy New Year, right? Why does my monkey branching ex drive by my house after 3 years we were fiance, I guess? I don't, cause she's crazy, cause she's fucking nuts. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everybody, right? But like I was saying, man, so there's gonna be a group of men, a very small group, that are gonna take advantage of this. And they're having a blast. And these young ladies, as we all know, with age, is going to catch up to them, especially with social media. Now, a lot of guys are privy. A lot of a lot of men are privy to what chicks be doing because it's all on social media, right? You got my type of videos. You got as much as as much as the red pill sometimes is crazy to me, but it does have valuable information. With that type of information, and hell, with these chicks blatantly admitting about their wildness. A lot of dudes are just gonna be like, I'm not marrying that. I'm not getting with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not marrying that. And a huge problem is gonna cause is I don't think any other content creator really talked about this, but it's gonna cause a lot of single homes. Okay, single family homes is gonna cause a lot of that because these chicks are out here slanging their kitty with dudes that are on the same type of time. If the chick is on that demon time, guess what? She attracted a guy that's on that demon time. Because what is she going to be doing? More than likely, what is she going to be doing? Someone took a like away. Why the hell would y'all? I had 10 likes, now I have 9. What the fuck? What was that for? That's crazy. Okay, appreciate it. Gave it back to me. Anyway, but if a chick is on that demon time, right? She's shaking her tail feather, you know. She drinking every single night. She's popping perks, I guess. That's the cool thing. I've been out the scene for a little bit. Popping perks or them fake pills. I don't even know if real perks get made anymore, right? Because I like to watch documentaries about that type of stuff, about the opioid epidemic and stuff. And a lot of documentaries were saying that perks really don't get made like that anymore. So they're not even popping real stuff. They're popping fake pills and made from some sweatshop in Mexico. You feel me? Going out partying and clubbing clubbing every single day, no job. So what kind of guy are they gonna attract? Right? You think about it, what kind of guy are they gonna attract? Are they gonna attract a dude who wants to build a family and is about that? Or are they gonna attract a guy popping fake Percocets? you know? Are they gonna attract a guy popping fake pills from Tijuana? Some dude in Tijuana making fake ass Xanax pills, and this dude is popping them. That's the type of guy that these chicks are going to attract. So it's gonna cause it's gonna cause a cycle of that. It's gonna cause a cycle of broken homes, and as you see, if you live in America, the broken homes everywhere. It's broken homes everywhere. And there's more, there's definitely more factors to it than chicks just being out there, okay? Definitely way more factors. But that is a reason. That is a valid reason. I'm not gonna lie, I've been working on myself for a couple years in every aspect of my life, and I attract both types of women, but I must admit it feels good to spin the block to reject them. Well, one thing I'm gonna say, Lord Gaines, when I'm gonna say this. When you self-improve, right? When you get your body on point, style to some degree, your confidence, your swag, whatever you want to call it, your verbal game too. of course, you're gonna attract chicks on that type of time. But, but they're not gonna stay around, right? They're not gonna stay around because you're not gonna be on that same type of time. You're not gonna be on that same type of wave of you ain't gonna be on that same wavelength. You know, you're gonna be trying to do better. You're gonna try to grind. Not saying that you're perfect. I'm not saying that you're perfect. No one is. Okay, but they're gonna be like, man, this dude is a square. You know, this dude is boring. He's lame. Right? So yeah, you might pipe them and you might have a little fun, but for one, you probably not wise. That's number one. Number two, like I said, they're not gonna stick around because they're trying to do all of this stuff. And if you're a dude that feels some type of way about OF girls and party girls and stuff, she's not gonna like that. She's gonna be like, oh, what do you mean? You know, stop sloot shaming me and stop sliz shaming me, and you're gonna be here, she's gonna be over there. So it's not gonna work. And quite honestly, you shouldn't want it to work. And as far as rejecting them, man, at first, I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. That whole rejection thing, in the beginning, when you finally can do it, every once in a while, every once in a blue, you'll be like, nah, I'm not feeling you, type of deal. I mean, it does feel good because as men, we get rejected a lot, right? But at some point, you're not gonna give a damn no more. You're really not gonna care anymore. You're really not gonna care anymore. Because with time and knowledge, you already know a lot of these chicks, you know the trajectory of their life. You already know where it's headed to. And am I saying that people can't change? Not at all. There's a lot of young ladies out there who messed up in their life. We all do. We all messed up, right? But they're like, okay, cool, I'ma learn. But for a lot of them, it's a lost cause, dog. It's a lost cause because, like I said, they're going to keep defending that same type of behavior that got them in a situation in the first place. Amari reacts. I've been hitting the gym on and off, and I still have a long way to go. Anyway, there have been plenty of females who rejected me in the past. Fellas, like I said earlier with the analogy of how a chick can hit 5 different spots. Like if she goes on a girls trip to 5 different spots, she can more than 9 times out of 10 get diz in all 5 places she goes to. And like I said, if she really on that demon time, she can get piped down by different dudes in each spot if she's on that super demon time, right? But for men, like I said, some dudes aren't gonna get zilch in all 5 places. And I know that was kind of an extreme, very extreme analogy, right? Very extreme analogy. But you guys know I be trying my best with my analogies. Don't judge me, right? Don't judge me in my bad analogies. But as men, we get rejected more than females. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. It happens. Happens to everybody. Even them dudes that y'all say is Chads and Tyrones. Trust me. There's a chick out there that's average that's getting way more play than him. And that's okay, because not every chick is meant for you. Okay? Amari, I'm gonna paraphrase what you said. I came to a realization that rejection is good. Rejection is great. Okay? Rejection is great because for the simple fact that one, it builds up your it builds up your toughness, right? It's like armor, okay? Because you never as a man want to be too sheltered. You want to fall and bump your head a couple of times, so to speak, right? You're not. I'm gonna use a gym analogy. Okay, here goes another one of my great analogies. You're not gonna jump in the gym and be swole the first day, right? Your muscles have to get torn, they have to get damaged. You gotta be sore more than a few times for a couple of months. Then you're gonna start seeing results. Like, yeah, all of this pain is paying off. Okay, all of it is paying off. And furthermore, it's good that a chick rejects you, because there's some chicks out there that won't reject you and that'll start using you for attention, start using you for free dinners, all that good stuff. So if a chick rejects you, you should be happy. Okay? I know a lot of females who travel domestically and international. There's no telling what's going on behind closed doors. I mean, I could tell you for the most for I can tell you for the most part, and like I said, I don't give a damn. I don't like stereotyping, and I don't like painting stuff with a broad brush, right? But more times than not, if a chick is going out of town constantly, especially with a group of female friends that are loose, let's put it like that. They're very fun girls, let's put it like that. Then you can kind of imagine what she's doing, right? Because hey, look, what happens out of town stays out of town, right? A lot of these young ladies don't even count out of town bangs, right? They don't even count those, right? Like when she went overseas to Portugal or Jamaica or Spain or something, she's not gonna count. She ain't gonna count that pound session she had. You feel me? She's not gonna count that random bathroom BJ that she did over there in Portugal. She's not gonna count that. I'm telling y'all the real, man. I'm telling y'all the real. She's not gonna count the time she went to Jamaica and had a two-man done on her. Okay? And I'm not saying, fellas, don't start getting like paranoid and oh my god, these 304s and stuff. Not all of them do it. But like I said, the more out of town trips with her friends and friend groups that she did, the higher the possibility that stuff might have happened, right? What are your thoughts on marriage in America? Is it completely done for? Is traveling overseas sees the end all be all? Nah, I'm never gonna say relationships and marriages are done. For the simple fact, for one, like I said, I I can't paint everyone with a broad brush, right? And that's one thing about these red pill creators that I don't like, is that they paint every chick with a broad they paint every woman with a broad brush. I don't give a damn. You can make 50 videos straight saying how all chicks are 304s, and you're not going to convince me, right? Because you create your own reality, right? The thing about it is, if you are as a man, if you're constantly, because what are these red pill channels? They tell you to, like I said, man, I made videos on this. They tell you to go to bars and clubs and spit game to try to smash chicks within the first night. I mean, what do you think you're gonna start attracting? What do you think you're gonna attract if your mind is on 304s, which is what these guys, their mind is on, right? They want a quick, lustful encounter with a young lady. So more than likely, that's gonna fit the prototype of a chick that's fast, right? What do you think? That energy that he's throwing out? What do you think he's gonna attract, right? So I'm not gonna sit here and say um, relationships and marriages are done for. Okay, I'm just gonna say that with maturity, you start having better discernment. Okay, you start having better discernment. You as a man, and I'm gonna say something else too. For you to start getting better quality chicks, you need to start being a better quality man. Straight up, straight up. For you to start getting better chicks, you have to, because what's inside is projected outside. Okay, what's inside is projected outside. You can't expect to, and I get it, as men, like I said, we have needs. I'll be lying to you if I said I'm just this perfect monk, or perfect Muslim or whatever, that never sees pretty chicks and is like, dang, she's very attractive. And hey, I'm in a relationship now, but I'm just saying, with my beautiful, what I'm saying, mother of my child. So we're all men. So we're all gonna have those type of thoughts. It's natural. Okay? It's natural. But it comes to a point where you, as an intelligent human, because God gave us this, He gave us a mind, He gave us intellect. We're not animals. Okay, we're not animals. We're intelligent. We are capable of great feats with this thing called the mind, right? So you have to regulate that. You got to regulate your habits. You got to regulate your activities. If you are the type of guy that is constantly worried about partying and constantly worried about smashing chicks and all that, like 24/7, if that's what consumes you, then expect to attract some unsavory characters because your mind state is focused on that, right? But if you regulate it, because of course we're all gonna have urges, we're all gonna want to smash. I'm gonna keep it real. We're all grown folks here. We're all gonna want to be intimate with somebody. But if you keep that at bay and do things more productive, focus on your health, cut out harmful stuff. If you're on drugs, man, listen to me, fellas. If you're on drugs and watching my videos, I would suggest you got bigger stuff to worry about than female attraction, right? And I'm just saying that with love. I'm saying that with love. If you're on narcotics, you have way bigger issues than female nature. I'm gonna put it like that, right? Danielle, wise words. Shortcuts always have a hefty price at the end. Facts, exactly. And the thing about it is, everything that's worth having takes time. It takes time. See, this is the thing with this whole SEO liberation and all of this party lifestyle. It's very instant gratification. It's very instant, and I don't know if you mean it like that, Danielle, but I would call instant gratification shortcuts, right? I would call instant gratification shortcuts. Sure, sure, we like to have fun. Sure, we like to party. We like to drink every once in a while, right? We like to have fun. There's nothing wrong with going out, having fun. But at some point, it becomes excessive. It becomes excessive, and all of these little short-term pleasures are going to pile up and bite you in the tail, right? All of these short-term pleasures are going to pile up, and they're going to end up effing you over in the end. When a lot of things that take time are really the most rewarding, right? Let's take the gym. You already know me in the gym, right? And I'm sorry if I keep using this analogy a lot, but it's something that it's something that I enjoy doing. Getting a tight body or getting a body that's decently in shape, it takes time. It is not instant, right? It is not instant, but it is rewarding. It is very rewarding. Okay. Now, doing narcotics and smashing random chicks or you know what I'm saying, smashing random chicks and partying and stuff, that's instant. Everything that's instant is usually not good for you. It gives you quick dopamine rushes, right? It gives you quick dopamine rushes. But we all know how that works, right? Like for people that use heroin, like I said, I watch a lot of documentaries about that. It's very, very interesting. For people who use heroin, they get a quick, instant dopamine rush, and then when it subsides, it's like they go down in a deep depression. Same way with a lot of these young ladies, man. Same way with a lot of these young ladies that that participate in this lifestyle. You know, they always feel empty. We're in a microwave society. Yes, referring to instant gratification as a lifestyle. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people live in an instant gratification lifestyle, and like I said, sprinkling it in every now and then, it's human nature, right? I was talking about junk food. Hey, I'm about to eat me some Jersey Mike's, right? Who fuck with Jersey Mike's? Which I wouldn't even say this is the worst of junk food, right? I wouldn't even say this is the worst. But I'm about to tear into this sandwich. You feel me? I'm about to tear into this sandwich. You know what I'm talking about? And we all enjoy vices. Okay. I like a good donut. I like donuts. That's my vice. I like that type of stuff. Uh so you guys get what I'm saying, but when that let me read these comments. Tony Frank, what goes up must come down. Exactly. That's how it is with instant gratification. A lot of these chicks, they smash these different guys and then they start feeling depressed. They start feeling depressed because deep down inside, they know that stuff is self-degrading. You know, all of these, I'm telling you guys, a lot of you guys look at these videos of these chicks talking about how I don't need a man and I replace the dude and I be having a side guy. And you get pissed off at these videos. Little do you know, this chick is depressed as hell because of that lifestyle she's living. It's a very empty lifestyle. The lifestyle is empty as hell. Happy New Year's, guys. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Jimmy John's is better. I had Jimmy John's before. Tony Frank. It's cool. I mess with it. I like Jersey Mike's a little better, though. That's just me. What's more important when it comes to get a woman? Looks or money? Ah, man. That's a different... Sean, that's getting a little too off topic, my boy. You know what I mean? That's getting a little too off topic. And the problem with doing that is that people clicked on a video to see something. So if I start talking about that, and it's a little more, it's not simple like that, right? So that's, you know, that money keep her around. Yes, that money does keep her around. But as we see time and time again, all of these celebrities that end up deleting themselves, or all of these celebrities that are facing, like what was that guy, the one on Friends, Matthew Perry? Was it Matthew Perry? I think he recently deceased, right? He recently left this earth because he was found Correct me if I'm wrong. He was found in a hot tub and he overdosed on something, right? Matthew Perry, right, from that movie Friends. Not movie, from the show. Yes, I'm showing my Caucasian side. That show was boring as hell, though. Friends was boring as hell. I'm sorry. I was more of a Seinfeld guy, But Matthew Perry, rest in peace. He had way more money than us. His net worth, right? From that show Friends. Man, I can only imagine how much money that crap generated. Okay? I I can only imagine how much money that show generated. Man, I cut the channel every time it came on. Me too. I did too, because to me it was kind of boring, right? As I got older, I started appreciating like the dry humor of it. But anyway, this dude had it. He passed away in a hot tub in his crib. So that should tell you. That should tell you he had some kind of money. So these chicks, they're relying on money and stuff like that. Man, money, you can have it all, man. But if this ain't right, if your mind ain't right, everything else falls. So a lot of these chicks, they be having sugar daddies and all that stuff. Sugar dad, I got a sugar dad. They be flaunting it around. I got sugar daddies and I got this and that and I got a side dude. Even cheating is considered cute. A lot of these chicks be bragging about cheating. And a lot of guys, like I said, they get pissed. They get mad. They see these videos behind closed doors. Those chicks are going through it. They're going through the ringer, right? A lot of these party girls, you see them further down the line in their early 30s, and they be looking old as hell. They be looking old as hell because your body and your mind can't handle, these chicks, their mind and body can't handle all these ding dongs, can't handle all this liquor, all that partying, staying up till 3 in the morning. You know, in any industry, if your mind ain't right when going into it, you'll fall for anything. Drugs, oh yeah, for sure. But some things more than others. You feel me? Some things more than others, Tony Frank. Some things more than others. You know? All I'm saying is I'd rather be smashing because she thinks I'm sexy than off my money. How whack would that feel in my brain smashing, but knowing in the back of my head it's only the money? Well, like I said, Sean, that's a different topic, but really and truly, if you're talking about the whole money and looks thing, uh, I'm gonna tell you this: a lot of dude, a lot of these chicks with the sexual liberation, they're going for dudes who they're sexually attracted to, right? Because now they have full range. So a lot of dudes that be smashing don't even really have money like that. They might be physically fit or physically attractive or whatever the case is, and the chick just wants to smash, right? The entertainment industry has been a lot of people's downfall. Yeah, it depends. It really depends. It depends if that entertainer falls with all of those vices, kind of like what I'm talking about. If they fall into alcohol, heavy, and narcotics, and we hear about this weird stuff like Will Smith and Jada. Guys, that whole Will Smith and Jada situation is old as hell. I remember back in the day. I remember way back in the day hearing about Will Smith and Jada having an open relationship. Now, if you don't know what an open relationship is, that means they smash other people or they smash them with each other or orgy, God knows what, right? got swinging, right? Otherwise known as swinging. And I've been heard about that. I've been heard about Will Smith and Jada doing that. This has been going on for a minute, you know. So it really depends as far as entertainers, because I'm talking about regular chicks now. It really entanglement, right? The infamous entanglement, and I'm just looking like, bruh, they've been doing that. If she talking about an entanglement, she probably let 30 other dudes pipe her before the most recent one. You feel me? But I'm talking about regular chicks. I'm just talking about regular females. You know, they go into this type of lifestyle. You know, they hear their favorite what's her Glorilla and what's the other ones? Cardi B. Who are the hot Megan Thee Stallion? You know, they glamorize this type of behavior, and they fall prey to it. Feel me? So I'm about to leave, man. I'm about to let y'all boys go, but I hope you enjoyed it. Happy New Year's. Um, Happy holidays, and God bless y'all. Peace.